Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and let's see, I grabbed the wrong book. I'm wanting to do a setup in my Stalogy. I think we're getting toward the end of October, so I done Sweet Kawaii Design. Sweet Bean Plans is what I used on my last one. Alright, so then let's see what week we're in, because it's already time to start looking at December and I'm still playing around in October. So this was through the 19th, so now we're at the 20th through the 26th. So we got a couple more weeks I got to do in here. So we might try to do 2 setups today. I don't know. We'll see before we start getting into November. But per usual, you know, it's me running behind and don't have all my stuff together. So this is all my autumn stuff that I've got pulled. So this would be more like November, maybe. I think I want to use still some actual like spooky stuff. That's Cozy Season. That's by Adorably Amy Designs, so I'll probably use that in November. So these are Bubba Bear. And this is the Scrappy Fox, which is Coco and Daisy. And then I have this one from Simply Sweetly Crafty. I might use that the week of Halloween. I think that would be very fitting for the week of Halloween. So let me set that off to the side. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good, doing better this morning. So let's see. I think we'll use this one here. So we've got full boxes. I think I've got everything on here that I need, except for maybe numbers. But I can grab some numbers, that's no problem. Alright, so let's just see what we got as far as... We've got this washi that can go at the top, but I would like some washi to go at the bottom. And this is sort of my spooky stuff, and none of it is like what you call real bright. That's like too bright. This would work. This is Cocoa and Fluff. And this is just cute. It's got the little mushroom hat on the little mushy guy, I don't know, Leafy, and the frog. They're fishing, but yet it's in these colors. I was wanting something that was more bright instead of dark, since this kit was... So I'm not going to take forever on it. We're just going to settle on, yep, that's what we're going with. So, yep, that's what we're going with, y'all. So if I do this across the top, like that, and then this at the bottom, and I think I'm still going to do a day to a page on here. I think this will be okay. So we've got this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've only got 4 strips of this washi. So let me put this down so I know this is my last. Day on here. Okay, and then I've got just this gingham washi, but it is black and white, and we can just alternate. So we've sort of got the same look going on. On these pages. So let's see, what was the last thing I told you was going on? Probably, I'm sure it had to do with my headaches and my mom and her having the mini strokes. And I don't know if I had my last video, if we had gotten to the point that she had gotten moved to rehab. But she did, and she's been there a week, and she has improved greatly. And today is Friday morning, and she is supposed to get to come home, which is exciting for us because it's in time for Thanksgiving next week. So we didn't know if she would get to come home in time, and it looks like she's going to be able to, which I just thank the Lord for how He's touched and helped. And she's talking positive. She's got back on Facebook and talking to friends and family. So we are excited about her getting to come home. And the other exciting news is that Maddie is also leaving today, this morning, from Indiana, coming to Alabama. So, and this is her first time to drive this far without me or Marshall. So I'm nervous but excited because this will be her first time home since she's gone to college. So we are ready to see her. And so she hadn't even got here yet, and friends here in Alabama are already asking her, please come see me. Girls that she worked with, girls she goes to church with when she's here in Alabama. So she's like, Mom, I don't know that I'll come straight home. I think I'll go see a friend. Which I'm just saying okay, because that's going to be a long drive. It's about a 9-hour drive. And so, now granted, where she would be going is just down the road from the house. But still, that's a lot of driving to just not come straight home. So we will see. If she still feels good enough to go see the friend, that's fine with me. Because I got to work this afternoon. I got to work 1:30 to 6:30. So when I get through filming here, I'm going to be letting videos upload to YouTube while I go. I want to go clean her room for her real good and surprise her with that, and make sure her bathroom is good and clean. And come home to not dust everywhere, because I've told y'all I hate dusting. So I'm sure there's dust, and gosh, we've had a time with those Asian beetles. They are everywhere. But I just wait till they get in clunk in the corner of a room somewhere, and then I spray ant spray on them, and they just drop like flies to the floor. And I let them lay there, dry out, and then suck them up with a vacuum cleaner. Alright, so now we've got that down. So let's do, it's been a while since I've used Bubba Studios, so let me see what they've got as far as this week. So these are all headers and different size boxes right there. So I don't see a tracker. Oh yeah, here they are. Looking at the wrong page. Okay. Alright, so first I want to write. Now I'm getting this inspiration from Harley. Let's see, where did I lay my pen? And I will have Harley linked below. I love watching her videos too. She does B6 planners. Let's see, and she puts the week that we're working on. So this is October the 20th. So she does like this, October 20th through October 26th. Okay, so we've got a this week, and I think I'll use some of these dots to make me a this week list. Like that. Then I've got this box I saw over here that says attempt this. So we're going to maybe attempt something, and I'm sure what that would be would probably be dusting, because you know I might attempt it, but I doubt it ever gets done. I just don't know why. I don't like it, y'all, but I don't like it. Okay, so then I think I'll put to buy on this side, and I'll put this Monday through Sunday tracker. Okay, and then we've got a couple of trackers here. Let's see. I guess I need to do it there because it was running over into there. So in this section here, maybe we can put well, I was going to say put deco, but this is actually things to do. So let me wait about that. Okay. So let's see here. I have got Rainbow Quotes by Kell of a Plan. So we could do a quote right there. This says, I love to stay at home, and that's small, and that is so true. Let's see. And here it is in color. So let's use this. We can put that right there to sort of take up some of that space. Okay, and then I've got some of this left over, and I can divide this here. That works just right. And I can put next week. And I think go back to those checklists. And then I can put this adulty things. Let's see, and here's a box with some lines in it, which is very helpful. So I'll put that, and let's see. We can do let's look at this one. This is a Kell of a Plan Faith Basic. So let me just see if I can put like a scripture or something positive to say. This says, come to me all who are weary, I will give you rest. There we go. That is positive. And I know this deco don't really go with the theme, but it goes with that quote, so we're going to do that. Okay, so now for the days of the week. Let's see about this, y'all. So we've got Monday, which is the 20th. So let me get these here. So how are y'all doing? Have you got you Thanksgiving Day stuff all planned out? I'm gonna do Thanksgiving here at my house because even though Mom's coming home, I don't want her to have to fool with it. And I talked to my brother that's in Georgia, and they actually came down last week and spent time with Mom and Dad at the rehab place. And so be me and the sister next to me, and then I've got another sister, and then I've got a brother. So Katie and her husband are going to be, I guess, doing, which is the baby sister, is going to be doing stuff, I guess maybe with his side of the family. She had already had plans, and I didn't plan this till just the other night because I didn't know what all was really going to happen, because I didn't know if Mama for sure could come home. And so I knew me and Marshall and Maddie could just go out to eat. We could just like find us a Cracker Barrel and we would be fine. But when they for sure said Mom was going to be able to come home, I wanted to be able to do a little something. So there's Monday. We're going to do a header. And I think I'm going to alternate colors. So Monday. Tuesday. And also, y'all, with my headaches, just to let you know, because y'all are so gracious enough to check on me. Y'all will send me text messages checking on me. And I thank you so much. That is so encouraging. But they started, so they done an MRI last Tuesday on my neck to see if I had a pinched nerve or some kind of like degenerative disc or something going on, to sort of explain why my doctor can't find the right medicine combination, and if it can explain why my neck hurts like it hurts. But it come back clear, y'all, which is a blessing, but it's also aggravating because I was wanting an answer, I guess. But anyway, that come back clear. So then he suggested physical therapy at a place here in a town close by. So it's like 20 minutes away. So it's not like I have to go far. It's in the same town I work at. So that definitely is, well, y'all just all jump off. Not a problem. So it's yeah, so anyway, I went yesterday, was Thursday, for my first appointment, and they did like this warm heat wave therapy on the muscles of my neck going up into my head. Okay, so let me put down things that for sure happen, which is on Friday we have trash day. I'm wondering if I want a checklist underneath here, is what I'm thinking. Let me see if I've got some leftover checklists and if I've got enough. I've got the checklist. And so it did feel good. I've got a blue, but it's not the correct blue, but we're going to go with it either way. It'll be fine. When they put those, let's see, what did I tell you? They done the warm deep heat wave, and then they put these, they done a tens unit. Now we've got a tens unit here at home because Marshall uses it before he goes to the chiropractor. But theirs was a little more souped up. And then when they used that tens unit on my neck, they did put like this heat wrap on my neck, and it was like a damp heat wrap, so it did feel good. They done stretches with my neck to loosen it up so that that tens unit and everything would work good on my neck. Okay, so there is that part. Okay, then Monday I worked. But it was 1:30 to 6:30. to 6:30, and they've got a little car here, so I'm going to use that. Okay. Then Tuesday, Annie and Feezy had a doctor's appointment. Groomer. I was like, what is the name for that for a dog? I'm just going to put A and F, and it was at 11. Okay, so let's see what we can, I don't know that we've got a dog on here anywhere. I don't see a puppy, so let's just use Bubba Bear just to mark that. Okay. Then on Wednesday at 9:30, Annie had a vet appointment. It was her first vet appointment after us getting her. So and that was at 9:30. I'll just put this. Okay, I need to remember Tuesday was also payday, so let's write that in. Payday on Tuesday. Let's see if we got money on here. We've got $, that'll work. Okay. I had to work Thursday from 8:30 to 6:30. And we can use that other car. Let's see, where was that? For that, driving to work. And then I came home and That was a long day, and I done a shower. I might just put this and do a me time, because I've also got these shower discs, and they're like lavender and menthol and stuff, and I threw one of those in there and just got in there and just enjoyed myself, because there was no phone ringing, there was nobody needed me. It's just, yeah. So this is trash day. Cute. Okay. With me being off, that was catch-up day, so I done a load of laundry. Let's see if we've got, yes, we got a washing machine. So let's see. We did laundry. I had to do finish my pharmacy CE that day, so that was computer. While the laundry was going, I was finishing my Farm CE, and I passed everything. Woohoo! I got stuff renewed for the next couple of years, so yay me. I still got a job for right now. Hallelujah. Okay, so we got pharmacy CE done. We also had, I cooked us some chicken and rice for supper that night. And let me just do this little grocery guy and do chicken, and rice. Okay, so what happened Saturday? I did not have to work Saturday, so me and Marshall went and ate at Waffle House that morning. Okay, so let's see. So I might just do this coffee. Okay, then we went and saw his mom at her house. Because we hadn't been over there in a couple of weeks, so we went and checked on her. She had had like this stomach bug, and so she had told us to stay away till she told us it was all good, and I was like, thank you. Okay, and then I came home and I washed the dog's bedding. So, you know, each dog has their own blanket and stuff. So I done that. Let's see. All these look somewhat angry or crying, and I wasn't angry or crying. So maybe I'll just do this because it actually got done. That's happy. Okay, and then we went out to eat with the preacher and his wife at Jim's barbecue. So let's do eat with preacher. Maybe I'll just do these balloons because it was a good day. It was nice. Okay, then Sunday, it was, of course, church time. So let me put this smaller one for church. And then we did lunch at church. Lunch at church, and then that afternoon I bathed the dogs. Dogs got a bath. So let's see. I can do another balloon for church time. I can do this house for back home and bathing the dogs. Let's get spooky for starting our weekend. And I just tore that Y slap off the end of it. So let's try to put that back on there. Okay. Saturday, we filled up the car with gas, so fill up car. All right, so now let's go back and let's put some of these decorative boxes. And then we can add more of the functional stuff, because I just actually put down stuff. I just hit the highlights, because if I done list every little thing, my gosh, we would be here for forever. Okay, let's see if this week, where's my this week? I filled it up pretty good. Okay, so We'll just layer. Okay. Because I know before I went to work that Monday, I know I done some laundry because that is just a given on Mondays after the weekend. So let me just go ahead and use this other laundry. I know I bought groceries sometime that week. We watched movies. But yeah, to do all that, to list every little thing on here, this video would take forever. And use these headers up. Like that. And then if I find, I know I've got more. That's too big. Here's some autumn vibes. So I've definitely got some more stuff I can add in here for I can put this on Monday because it says I dusted once, it came back, and I'm not falling for that again. Yeah, that's from Hainted Love. She'll be in the planner sale, the same sale that I'm going to be in. Black Friday. That's when she'll be in it. These seem a little too fancy for this. Let's see, let's put this over this way. I think this is a sticker. Feels like a vinyl sticker. Yeah. Oops. Cute. Let's see if I can find anything else down in here. Is this too big? It fits. But it does sort of take over the page. I might wait on that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else that's big. Autumn vibes. This is sort of the way I'm feeling by Sunday, by the end of the week, so we'll throw that over there. Sometimes I read on Sunday, so if I do that. Alright, y'all. So, this is going on long enough. I think I'm done. And that's near about an hour, so that's long enough. So, anyway, here's my week. I'm going to fill all this in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I've still got several functional boxes in here that I can fill in the week with. But that's the way it looks, y'all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.